Hello, welcome to my channel and this week's yoga class. Today we're going to do a slow cooling flow to help keep you moving but keep you cool while you're doing your yoga through the summer months. So we're going to start at the top of the mat, feet about hip width apart. We're going to come to Tadasana, pulling the shoulder blades back, lifting the quads and the kneecaps, squeezing the glutes. 2 deep breaths here. Really trying to ground down into the floor, connecting to the ground. Good. Next in breath, stretch it tall. You can add in a bit of a back bend if that feels good. And as you breathe out, we're just going to fold it forwards down to the toes. Just really relaxing into a forward fold. You can take the hands to the elbows and do a bit of a side to side movement for a ragdoll. We'll take one more deep breath here. Release the hands to the floor and just gently roll it back up as you breathe in. Open it out. Pull the shoulder blades together. As you breathe out, roll it back down. Good. Dropping nice and low. Breathe in, roll it back up. Open it up. Bring the shoulder blades together. Breathe out, roll it down. Good. Last time, breathe in, come back up to standing. Breathe out, come back to your Tadasana, lifting the kneecaps, squeezing the glutes, pulling shoulder blades together. One more deep breath here. Good. We're going to step back to a lunge. So we're going to step that right leg back as far as you can, up onto the toes. Bring the arms up, engaging, pushing through that back heel. Just building a little bit of heat in the body. Nice deep breaths. Next in breath, you're going to open out to the right. Holding here. Breathe in, coming back to the top. Good. Next in breath, opening up the other way to the left for a twist. Breathe in, bring it back. Breathe out, step it forwards. We'll do the same on the other leg. So you're going to step that left foot back now onto the toes, high lunge. Bringing the arms up, engaging, pushing through that back leg, back heel, keeping it long and strong. Nice deep breaths. On the next in breath, we'll open it to the left first on this time. Good. Breathe in, arms back up. Then next in breath, we're twisting. So we're coming over to the right. Keep it steady. Breathe in, back to a lunge. Breathe out, step it forwards. Good. We're going to do a flow to come down to the floor. Breathe in, arms come up. As you breathe out, we're going down to the toes. Breathe in, half lift, flat back. As you breathe out, hands come to the mat and just gently step it back to plank. Breathe in here. As you breathe out, knees, chin, chest, up for whatever level cobra feels good for you. As you breathe out, tuck the toes under, up and back, down dog. We're going to take 2 deep breaths in our down dog. You can pedal the feet or stay in stillness, whatever feels good for you. We're going to bring the knees down to the mat. You can take them narrow or wide. Bring the head down. We're going to keep the arms fairly active and reaching forwards into our child's pose. We're going to take 3 deep breaths here. On your next in breath, you're going to come up onto hands and knees. And we're going to take 3 rounds of cat-cow. So as you breathe in, you're going to lift the head, squeeze the shoulder blades, open the chest. As you breathe out, round the back, chin to chest. Breathe in and up, and out and down. Breathe in and up, and out and down. Coming back to neutral flat back, we're going to do some thoracic opening. So we're going to start by balancing on the left hand. Right hand comes up as far as you can reach, really trying to open up towards the ceiling as you breathe in. And then as you breathe out, you're going to come through between the hand and the knee, not all the way to the floor. As you breathe in, you're going to come back up, open it back up again. As you breathe out, coming down again, almost to the mat for quite a twist. Last time, breathe in, open up. Breathe out, hand between, bring the shoulder down to the mat, release the head to the mat. You can bring the other arm to the opposite hip. We're going to take 3 deep breaths here in our twist. Really trying to open up and look towards the ceiling if you can. If this is too intense, keep that left hand on the mat. 1 more deep breath. And bring yourself back onto all fours. Good. We'll do the same the other side, so balancing on the right hand now. Left hand stretches towards the ceiling, opening up as you breathe in. As you breathe out, between the hand and the knee, almost to the floor but not quite. Breathe in, take it back up, opening up. As you breathe out, take it through. Bring that shoulder almost to the floor but not quite. Final time, breathing in, opening up. As you breathe out, hand between the hand and knee, bring the shoulder all the way down, release the head to the mat. Again, if you want to, opposite hand can go to opposite hip for a full twist, trying to look towards the ceiling, really opening up. 3 deep breaths. Again, if it's too much, the hand can stay on the mat for a bit more of a balance. Whatever feels good for you. 1 more deep breath. Bring the hand back to the mat, back onto all fours. We're going to do a little bit of core work with some balance. So getting a good balance, making sure hands are under shoulders, knees are under hips. We're then going to extend the right hand and arm out in front, and then left foot and leg, holding here. We're then going to bring it knee to elbow and back, knee to elbow and extend. Once more, knee to elbow and extend and hold. 3, 2, 1. Other side. We'll do the same on the other side. So extending that left hand and arm, then the right leg and knee, foot. Get your balance. Knee to elbow. And stretch it back out. Knee to elbow. Stretch it back out. Last one. Knee to elbow. Stretch it back out. And we'll hold for 3, 2, 1. Release back to the mat. Tuck the toes under. As you breathe in, take the hips all the way to the ceiling. Back in our down dog. Take a nice deep breath here. You're then going to come to a seated position, so however you like, you can come down. You can just come down onto hands and knees and then turn yourself round. You can come through like I did, or you can jump it through, whatever feels good for you. So I'm just going to twizzle myself round so that you can see what I'm doing. In our seated position, we're going to do a little bit of upper back stretching. So we're going to hold on to the knees. We're going to roll back on our hips, lifting the shoulders up by the ears and just allowing everything to stretch. Take a couple of deep breaths here. It's a bit like an exaggerated cat pose while sitting. Good. I'll just counter it by just rolling forwards. Good. We're going to go into double pigeon or fire log pose. So you're going to start off with left foot flexed and the leg in line with one of the edges of the mat. If you need to, please put a block underneath your hips just to lift you up a little bit higher, so that you're flat on those sitting bones. We're then going to take right leg on top, so the right foot is flexed and comes on top of the left knee. We're then going to try and press down, a little bit of pressure. Now, as you can see, mine doesn't meet. If it's more comfortable, you could put a block there as well so that you're not hovering. So we'll just take a couple of deep breaths with a little bit of pressure, just opening up those hips a little bit. You probably feel that everything's sort of easing off a little bit. You're then going to take the hands onto the fingertips, either side of the legs. Deep breath in, straighten the back, lifting the chest. As you breathe out, just folding it as far forward as you can go comfortably to intensify that stretch. We'll take 3 deep breaths here. Good. Bring yourself back up and we're going to swap legs. So this time you've got the right leg at the bottom, foot flexed, shin in line with one of the edges of the mat. Left foot is then flexed and on top of right knee. And again, we're just going to apply a bit of pressure just to begin the stretch. Taking a few deep breaths to come into our stretch with that pressure on the leg. Good. When you feel comfortable to, again, taking the fingertips either side of the legs. Deep breath in straighten the spine, lift the chest. As you breathe out, folding forwards to where you feel comfortable and holding it there. We'll take 3 deep breaths. Now you might find that you are much lower down, or you've not gone anywhere near as far. Wherever you feel the stretch, that is where you need to go to, and that is absolutely fine. Just relaxing into it. Good. And bring yourself back up. Good. I'm going to twizzle myself around this way. We're going to do one final stretch. We're going to bring the soles of the feet together and let the knees go wide. We're going to sit in our butterfly just for a moment. If you had a block underneath you, you can leave it there for now. I'm going to take one more deep breath here. I'm just holding onto the ankles just to keep my back nice and straight so I feel the stretch on the inner thighs. And now we're going to drop it into a reclined position. So just start walking this back. If you have a block underneath you, move it out of the way now. We're going to start by coming down onto elbows, lifting chest, relaxing the head back. At this point, you might find that you can bring the feet a little bit closer. Do whatever feels good for you. We're then going to bring it all the way down to the mat. Feel free to bring something for underneath your head if you'd like to, because we're going to go into our Savasana next. Just bring the hands onto the inside of the thighs, just for a little bit of extra pressure. And we'll take 2 deep breaths here. Use the hands to bring the knees together. We're going to bring the knees in for a gentle squeeze. You can add in a slight rock side to side if that feels good. You're then going to let the right leg go long on the mat. The left leg goes long. Bring the hands by the sides, palms facing up, and we'll go into our Savasana. So take your attention to your toes, your feet and your legs. And as you breathe out, let all the tension melt away. On your next in-breath, take your attention to your hips, your back and your stomach. And as you breathe out, let all the tension melt away. On your next in-breath, take your attention to your fingers, your hands and your arms. And as you breathe out, let all the tension melt away. On your next in-breath, take your attention to your chest, your shoulders and your neck. And as you breathe out, let all the tension melt away. On your next in-breath, take your attention to your face and your head. And as you breathe out, let the last of the tension leave your body. We'll lie here in stillness, breathing deeply and totally relaxed on the mat. Please feel free to stay in your Savasana for as long as you feel you need to. If you'd like to finish your practice now, you can continue with me. So we're just going to start to give the fingers and the toes a wriggle to reawaken the body. Move the feet together and take the hands up over the top of the head and stretch all the way from the fingers to the toes. We're going to roll over onto our side. You can use your arm as a pillow, and we'll take 2 more deep breaths here. When you feel ready, bring yourself back to a seated position. You can place a block underneath the sitting bones to level you out if that feels good. We're going to bring the hands together at prayer at heart center. Close the eyes and take 3 final deep breaths to lock in our practice. Drop the hands in the lap, the chin to the chest. Open your eyes and we're all done. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this practice and find it beneficial. Please like, comment and subscribe for more. And if you want to be notified of when my next video is uploaded, click on the bell icon and it will give you an update when that's ready. And I hope to see you again soon. Namaste.